We have a question from listener Simona. She
really interesting question.
Yeah, very
This is an
interesting.
interesting question.
She sent me a picture, and it's 4 squares.
Yeah.
And there's colors.
Yes.
There's
We'll
a
put it on
pink,
screen too.
There's a green. There's like a yellowish. It's almost like yellow orange, but yellow. And there's like a teal blue.
Okay, I'm colorblind.
It's pretty much pink, yellow, blue, and green.
Yeah,
out
that's
this
what
week.
I'm gonna.
That's
say.
what I did.
Yeah. And Vince actually pointed out that it's actually like
It's the four below
the
colors.
4 below colors. So
Good job,
I don't know if
Simona.
this was on
Intentional,
purpose,
yeah.
but well done.
I figured it out.
So
real quick.
the whole thing was
Smart guy.
he wants us to pick which color represents like each individual, and there's no context to what each color means. It's up to our own interpretation of what each color means.
She doesn't have any like.
She
She's not
literally
picking
like
anything.
unless
like,
she's
it's just-
lying, she has like no answer.
Magic comes back as, if you pick this, you're a fool. So pink, I went Anthony.
Okay.
Anthony was pink. So point A, it's a color I see you wearing a lot.
Right.
You like that color.
Love it.
Point B, it reminds me of Goku Rose.
Wow.
Because you love
I
them.
do love them.
You love them, and we bought those minifigures one time. You have the minifigure.
We did. Cool.
Right. Yellow, I picked Vince.
Whoa.
Okay, so it's a color I see you wearing a lot. I see you have a couple of yellow shirts. For some reason, that shade of yellow especially reminds me of like a library, and you read a
Because
lot.
Arthur.
Maybe, I don't know. Like
all-
I see that color and I'm like, that's like a book or like a library color or whatever. And you read a lot.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, Vince is like the book guy. And it reminds me of your kitchen at your house is yellow, isn't it? Or it used to be.
It used to be yellow.
So it reminds me of your house.
That's
So it's yellow. Augie I picked is blue. It reminds me of like Blastoise, Gyarados and stuff like that. And it reminds me of your blue skateboard when we were kids.
Oh my god.
He had a blue
I
skateboard
did.
with blue grip tape and everything. It was fucking
Yeah,
weird.
I did.
And it's a color like it represents. It's like it's not a serious color in my opinion. It's like a
That's
fun
what's
color. You're not a serious guy. And then the default color was green, but it still made sense for me because my birthstone is emerald, so it's green. And green reminds me of a green lightsaber.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
The first one with the pink, I picked Augie for that one.
Oh,
Okay.
So I picked that one because that color to me reminds me of the 90s.
oh.
It does. It's just that it's that color.
It is
you
that
know what
shade
I
of
mean?
pink, yeah.
And it's like, you know, like
Augie's a 90s
out,
guy.
out of those colors, it's like the funny color, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's
I-
the
I-
wacky, like funny guy.
You know what? You're
So
getting that.
That's
That's
you.
the vibe you're getting. That's the vibe you're pulling
I'm
out.
just a wacky guy.
Green,
Yeah.
I picked Joe because green to me, garden, vegetables.
I'm a vegetarian.
You're vegetarian. It just reminds me of that. You always say you want to be in the woods, like
I do always
like
want to be in the
peaceful-
woods.
like so that was
Shout
you know,
out on those
green.
blue.
Was
I picked Anthony.
okay.
Why did I pick blue?
Maple leaves.
Yes.
Sadly.
And this just reminds me of like Star Wars, like
I feel you.
lightsabers.
Right.
And then I picked yellow for me because I like bananas.
You know what? Well done.
Okay.
Well done. man.
Just potassium power.
That is
for
not.
life.
That is not what I thought you were gonna say. Because I like bananas.
100% Ant is pink. Just because, like, when you were younger, you were, like, prep, right? You had, like, the pink pop collar. Just reminds me
You
of,
gave it to me.
of Ant. I don't know why. Just you always liked pink.
Okay.
Like, that's Ant. Yellow would be Joe.
Why?
Just because it reminds me of, like, Simba's color. And, like, Simba,
Ooh.
like, young
Oh,
Simba,
interesting.
Lion King. That was, like, your favorite movie of all time. A lot, you wear that,
Right on.
like, yellow flannel all the time. One of your biggest
you
shows
bought
ever.
me that.
Anthony Fantano?
I think blue would be me. Because it kind of reminds me of the 90s.
The blue does.
The blue.
Okay.
I feel like
Maybe your version of the 90s.
the green one would be Vince, because like Vince was like a Rugrats kid. It reminds me of like Chucky's pants. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
Why is everything clothing?
Yeah, all yours goes to clothing.
Clothing. I don't know why.
So Vince, I have yellow as well.
Whoa.
Man, you've been
Yeah,
yellow. Yeah.
That's 3
messed up.
times. 3 to 4 were yellow. for
Bananas.
Vince.
Messed up.
I feel like yellow is a very versatile color. Like it goes with a lot of things, like as an accent or like a mixture. And I feel like Vince has many interests where he like he can mix in with like a bunch of like different topics or genres. You know what I'm trying to say?
True.
Joe, I had blue
Okay.
because I feel like it's like water. Like Joe's very free flowing, like water, and like full of like life.
Sup.
You know, and water's part of life.
Wow, I'm just a hippie, eh?
Augie, I had green I had green because it reminds me of like earth, like sturdiness, like grounded. His like morals are very grounded. He's very straightforward, stubborn.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like you are.
I am.
And
I
I
like
had
that.
myself as pink as well.
you're pink too.
I had pink
Yeah.
as well because like it just reminds me of like a flare, like a flashy, like cause like when I was a kid with like my style and shit like that. Like I got the same thing when you what you were saying, like the whole like colors and shit, like what I wore.
Poop shell necklace. Man, one of
Vince likes
that-
bananas.
I guess me and Vince are on the same page.
That is like an actual like ridiculously good question. It came out of nowhere, but like,
Actually was nice. That is
It was
cool.
good.
Send more, guys.